Apple is famous for the iPhone, but here's the real twist. The iPhone is just the poster boy. Apple actually has more side hustles than a 20-year-old trying to make money on Instagram. And somehow, you end up paying Apple even when you haven't bought anything in months. Take Apple services, for example. Apple basically woke up one day and said, "Why sell things once when we can charge people every month until the sun explodes?" iCloud alone is proof. If you delete your photos, it tells you, "Free up space." If you don't delete your photos, it tells you, "Buy more space." Either way, you're paying. Apple Music exists for people who don't like Spotify's green theme. The App Store? Apple takes a cut from developers like a mafia don collecting protection money. Apple TV Plus spends billions on award-winning shows. Shows that only 12 people on the planet have finished. And then there's Apple Care Plus. You buy iPhone and Apple says, "Congratulations, now pay more so that it doesn't die." And of course, AirPods. AirPods started as a global joke. Everyone said they looked like tiny toothbrush heads. Fast forward a few years, and suddenly they're a fashion statement. Apple sells so many AirPods every year that if AirPods were their own company, they'd be bigger than Uber and Spotify combined. And the best part? People lose them every 3 months and happily buy new ones. Apple knows. Apple has always known. Then you've got the MacBooks and iMacs, the category where you have to mentally calculate which organ you're going to sell before checking the price. But the moment Apple introduced its own chips, the M1 and M2 and M3, they basically told Intel, "Move, uncle, let me drive." Creators love them, coders love them, designers worship them, and even people who just want to look productive in Starbucks swear by them. Apple makes the hardware and the software, which means they keep all the money. Zero sharing. It's like running a restaurant and owning the farm, the kitchen, the tables, the chairs, and even the customers. And who can forget the Apple Watch? A tiny device that constantly reminds you of how unhealthy you are. It tells you to breathe, stand, walk, drink water. Basically everything your mom already tells you, but now with notifications. Apple dominates the smartwatch world so hard, the competition doesn't even compete, they just exist. And Apple sells watch bands the way clothing stores sell socks. There's a band for every mood, every outfit, every occasion. Just pure profit. Accessories? Ah, yes. The "how is this so expensive" section of Apple's business. A charger costs enough to make you question your life choices. A cable is priced like it's made from unicorn hair. And the screen cleaning cloth? Not a magic cloth, not a micro-robot cloth, just cloth. At this point, Apple could sell air in a premium aluminum can and call it Air by Apple, and people would still buy it. Then there's Apple Pay. Every time someone taps their phone to buy something, groceries, food, gym membership, emotional damage from online shopping, Apple makes money. Apple literally earns money while you spend money. Honestly, Apple Pay is the only relationship where both parties are happy. Oh, and ads. Apple loves privacy, of course. Privacy is their brand. But even they couldn't resist putting ads inside the App Store. Developers pay Apple to appear at the top, and Apple is like, yes, we care about privacy, but also please swipe your card. Meanwhile, Apple is also making quiet money from big companies. Corporates buy iPhones, iPads, MacBooks by the truckload because everything syncs perfectly. Zero drama. Apple's enterprise business is like the silent topper in class, never shows off, but always gets full marks. And the funniest part? Apple is just getting started. Vision Pro, mixed reality, AI Siri upgrades, health devices, maybe even a car someday. Imagine an Apple car that refuses to start unless you update the software. Your vehicle will start after installing iOS Drive 2.0. Please wait 47 minutes. But here's the ultimate truth. Apple's biggest moneymaker is not any single product. It's the ecosystem. You buy an iPhone, suddenly you want AirPods. You buy AirPods, you think, hey, maybe Apple Music. Then you get a MacBook. Then you need iCloud. Then more storage. Suddenly you're so deep in the Apple ecosystem that even if you want to escape, you can't. It's like a beautiful, expensive digital cage, a premium cage with rounded corners. And that, my friend, is how Apple makes money without you ever buying an iPhone. You're still paying Apple, somehow, somewhere, silently, forever.